All right, guys. So where I left off yesterday with the Subaru, had the AC compressor out of the way. I was working on getting the power steering pump out of the way. That's just 3 bolts. These 2, and then 1 right there. Got it out the way. So now I'm going to work on getting the intake manifold off, and I'm going to go ahead and just drop the exhaust manifold for now, or before I pull it, just to make it a little bit easier. I got to get under there and take the I'd have to get under there and take the oxygen sensor off anyway, so I wouldn't damage it. So I might as well just get under there and take it off while I'm waiting. To do this, I've got the tool. I'm gonna disconnect the fuel lines. I'll probably go ahead and disconnect them from back here too, get them just completely out the way. Get all the wiring harness unclipped, ABCS, the oxygen sensor, get that sensor down, and just go from there. Goal is, have the manifold and the intake manifold off today. Then if I get to it, I may go ahead and start pulling the turbo, which means I take the downpipe out. We'll see how much time I got left. And mind you, I'm just slowly doing this because I'm still waiting on an engine stand. Nobody had them in stock around here, so I ended up having to order one. And I really don't want to do a whole lot of work on the car and have the motor sitting on or resting on the weight of putting this weight all over the engine hoist for a whole length of time. I don't have a spare tire or anything right now to just set the motor on, so I'm just gonna wait to pull it completely for when I get the engine stand in. I may end up, once I get all that stuff out the way to where it's ready to come out, I'm probably going to go ahead and set this thing down, push it back so I can get the lightning in here. I'd like to get the trans cooler in. It's not as big of a deal now. It's starting to cool off here, so I'm not as big a rush as that. But anyway, so I'll start on this. I'll probably actually do the exhaust manifold first. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get the heat shields knocked loose. Don't you just love it? I've let the coolant drain all night on that pan. And now it's deciding to go ahead and leak again. Now, before I pull this heat shield off, I need to go up top and disconnect the oxygen sensor. So, okay, go ahead and, rather than doing this I'll try and do this one-handed. Let me get a screwdriver. Okay, so when I undid the cold pack, it already had that loose. So now just let that feed down through there. Come back, slide it up. Now when I pull the shield, I can just slide it up over the oxygen sensor. There like that for now. And, okay. Make sure it's just these two left. Okay, this one's gonna wait until the manifold comes off. That's fine. All right. Now, one thing I'm gonna try to do, and that's getting this AVCS plug, which it's kind of hard to do from under here, but I'll get these while we're at it. Come here. Okay. May need a screwdriver, but I also need to get that ground strap off of there, which that looks like. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the oxygen sensor off so it's out of the way of that top up pipe bolt. I've already got it broke loose. There we go. So, that out the way for now. I'll go put it up in a minute. All loose. I just gotta undo this one. Okay. Yeah, she's out. I don't know why. I mean, a lot of Subaru owners complain about that goes to the bracket for the oxygen sensor. If I'm not mistaken, I remember it dropping the other day when I undid the coil pack. But everybody complains like that thing is just so hard. I mean, y'all probably saw, I was just holding it up with my wrist while I was getting it out, and it probably only weighs, I don't know, let's look. I don't have a scale on me, obviously, but I don't know. Let me get this up real quick. I mean, I don't know. I know people have weighed these, but I don't know. 25, 35 pounds. That's about what it feels like. It's a 35-pound plate. But you can see, that's all the blow by I'm getting. Especially on good old number 4. Get all that. So clearly the motor was, hurt. As the, obviously the leak down in the compression test showed anyway. But anyway, I'll be back. I'm gonna get a drink and then start on the intake manifold.